All right, it says we are live. Good morning, everybody. How is the sound? I haven't got. There it is. All right, I killed the echo. We should be good. Takes a minute for that little icon to show up. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's gonna be a hot one here today. Sunny and 85 degrees. Morning, JT. Good morning, All Things Silver. Jack Gallman, Charles, HVAC, good morning. I think Joe was in here earlier. I don't know if he's here now. Good morning, everybody. Jim Shank, glad to see you. Anybody that wants to come up, the link is up there. How y'all doing today? It's going to start out my morning with something I actually have to do and have to participate in. I mean, I don't just sit here and talk, Actually got to do something. We'll get to playing our game here in a little bit. Still not even quite 8 o'clock. I'm like early. It's boring enough as it is. If I don't do, I gotta show something, talk about something, get some kind of conversation going. That's what I mean, JT. I'm just getting the cobwebs out right now, but I have had breakfast. Papa York, good morning. But I think I will spend part of the afternoon floating around on the lake today. It's supposed to get up to 85 degrees. There's not going to be much wind. And it's going to be getting humid. It was a little rough sleeping last night because of the humidity. But what do you do? I don't have AC and I don't have enough fans. Well, HVAC, you don't come into the morning show very often. You spend your time hanging out with Spudley and Pops, listening to their music. We don't really do the music here. But we play games. We play stupid games. Make fun of each other. Give away a little silver. Well, Charles, I'm definitely going to have to take Athena for her walk, though, right after the show before it gets too nasty out there for her. But she wouldn't be happy if she didn't get to go down to the lake and go swimming a few times. And walk down the street and visit all of her friends. You don't believe how many people literally come out of their house to come and pet her when we walk by. And she gets excited, jumping and hopping like a bunny rabbit, and wanting to give people kisses on the cheek. Good day to do laundry, Papa. If I had a thunderstorm day, my house could certainly use a good cleaning day. Man, I need a maid. Silver Spurs, good morning. Oh, Jack. Jack, it might be difficult, but look into a carnivore or modified carnivore diet. Year and a half ago, they called me pre-diabetic with stage 4 fatty liver. I said my liver was about to turn into cirrhotic. My blood sugar levels are down in low normal now, and my liver's clear. And it's most of these chronic illnesses are because we use the wrong fuel for our body. I don't want to preach a whole lot, but y'all have seen me kind of bitch at Angel for the stuff I see her eat. And it's just the average American diet. I know that. The average American diet is poisonous. Tom, good morning, neighbor. Glad to see you. We're going to play some games here in a little bit. But let me. This coin right here, $18.99. I bought that from Angel and Keith last week as an upgrade for my family collection. Yeah, Dave, I think cigarettes might be the wrong fuel. But they're probably not as bad as sugar. Yeah, I am, Dave. I am. At least a little bit. Mike Schleiss, good morning. Kane Friday, happy Wednesday. Good to see you guys this morning. 22 people watching. I am impressed. I really am. This early in the morning. But my mom's dad was an 1899 baby. Let me show you the coin that I had for him. It's not terrible. It's full rim, but there's definitely a fair amount of wear on it. But I bought this coin, I don't know, probably 5 years ago out of a coal bin for, I believe, $12. Got some, I like the toning on it and all that stuff. I'm certainly not going to move this coin into my survival stack. It will stay in the family collection. But I like my upgrade. And what I'm thinking is I can upgrade different coins for others of my ancestors. I might try to upgrade them in slabs. And so I'll actually kind of have two collections. Well, I think probably a lot of people would, but I I have maybe two or three slickers in all of my dollars. My dollars are basically, for me to have bought them, they had to have full rims. Yeah, I mean they're going to have face wear on them, and dings and blah blah blah. In fact, I've got one or two that are twisted. I've got one with a hole in it. I think somebody tried to have a train run over one, at least maybe a toy train. Um, but mostly I want to make sure that the silver is all there, because what I have those for is for barter when the banks are gone. And I don't think anybody can convince me that the banks won't be gone. And I think it might be someday relatively soon. But who knows who I'm related to? DTS, good morning. Yeah, I mean, a silver dollar, when we're on a barter system, might buy you a week's worth of groceries. Victoria, good morning, darling. I'm sure you would, David. Even the cheap ones, I gave $12 for them. 12 Federal Reserve notes. What kind of set was it, JT? But Charles has kind of helped me with my family collection. He found a coin from my dad, which Becky Joe, good morning. Good to see you. Well, we're up and we're going to do a stream for, I don't know, maybe as much as 2 hours if I can get some help up here to keep things alive and entertaining. But as far as collections, really the only collection I want is to upgrade the coins for my family. Kind of hard to upgrade the coins for my grandkids and the kids and their spouses, because I bought BU Eagles for them. Or actually, my son-in-law, he's an 85, so he's got a Libertad, but it's a BU Libertad. So it's kind of hard to upgrade those. But for my grandparents and my parents, even I have one slabbed coin for my birth year that was sent to me several years ago from Value Hunter. For those of you that remember Value, he's a good guy, but he didn't have time for YouTube anymore a few years ago, and I understand that. James Schultz, good morning. But if I'm gonna, Wendy, good morning. But if I'm gonna spend more than the silver is worth for a coin, it's gonna have to be for my family collection. It's great to see y'all in here. Victoria, you want to come up and help me count? We could start playing a game here in a few minutes if I get a little help counting. Oh, it doesn't have to be Victoria. It could be any of y'all. But I do need help. Yeah, Dave, you've been around long enough to remember Val. I mean, he doesn't live all that far from you either, does he? I got you, Victoria. But I do need to get somebody to help with counting. Seriously. Well, Kay, mental help is always welcome, but with counting numbers, counting names and stuff like that, and correct answers, that's kind of more physical help. And that's what I absolutely have to have before we can play. Well, he moved from Texas. Well, God is great. You give as many of those kids a hug as you can from all of us here on YouTube. I love what you're doing, volunteering with them. Jerry Parker, good morning. All Things Silver, I don't remember seeing a link like that. But so obviously I missed it somehow. JT, that uh, yeah, just after Charles puts in the stops, if you can put the counting in, that'll work. Good to see you, Jerry. But let me change my setup here so that I'll do that one. All right. And that way, because I have to go over to this link over here and do that to get the coin to change. And so I'll keep on losing chat every time. Okay, Angel. Well, we can wait for 5 more minutes or 10. That'll make things a little easier. Appreciate it. Hood King, good morning. Maybe I'll change my camera. And I'll show something else off that I came home from Angels with. There we go. Came home with that dollar and a Grandma Pooh. Farm Dog, good morning. Kiddo Mine, good morning. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. All right. We are going to be playing the game. Oh, let me change this. That's blown up so much I can't get it all under there. Dirty Minds. And on the other side of this, there are 3 comments that I will read. And all of the comments kind of lead up to a double entendre. And you want to answer with the answer that is not dirty. The G-rated answer, if you will. Actually, I mean, I suppose we could do, when Angel comes up here in a couple minutes, it'll get easier, but we could do a few. So let me get a piece of paper to write names down on for winners. And here we go. Charles, are you ready to put in the goes and stops? Frosty, good morning. All righty. I sometimes get balls caught in my throat. My box smells. I can have a little pussy. I like that, kiddo mine. We'll accept it. All right. So let me go over here and get us a number. Number 4. Let's see, I have to, with doing this, I have to work off of the StreamYard's chat, and that's not the same as the YouTube chat. And I really want the answers to come from James Schultz. All right. Very good. Frosty, you'll get there one of these days. You'll slip out of the gutter. I do it with chickens. You lick your fingers after eating my meat. Big succulent breasts are my business. Oh, yeah, don't put your answers in until after the go. Charles will put in a go and he will put in a stop. After he puts in the stop, I'll roll the die and we come up with the number. And whoever in order on the YouTube, on the live YouTube uh, chat, will be the winner for that question. When we have somebody reaches 3 correct answers, that person will be the winner for the day, and they will receive some gift from me. And the stop is in, and let me go roll the die. And we've got number 3. And I got a partner in crime now.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. Good morning, Angel. All right. Oh, and the answer is Colonel Sanders. We'll accept KFC.
They had a creepy Colonel Sanders on the commercials for a while there.
Oh, yeah, they changed Colonel Sanders like every 2 months or something for a while. That was kind of weird.
I think it was like Norm or something.
But who is our third one?
I don't know.
Bill Gibson.
Oh, I'm supposed to be helping you. Yep, Bill.
Very good.
I get squirreled.
That's okay. I was showing off that beautiful dollar I got from you a little while ago.
Yeah, I saw that. Morning, Becky Joe.
But when they asked that question last night on the show, what is your dream coin? And then your brother-in-law and husband goes, well, those can't be your dream coin. Why not?
Well, your dream coin is supposed to be one that is kind of like unobtainable to you.
Well, they are unobtainable to me. I mean, I was talking 7 grades higher than the one that I got from you, and that one kind of made my budget go boing all by itself.
Oh yeah, I like to get a MS-66 or 67.
Or like an MS-70. That's what my grandparents deserve.
Yeah, I think like I almost feel like 68.
I think Mike said that some of them there is no such rating in that coin.
Yeah, there hasn't been a 70 graded in any Morgan dollar.
All right, next question. I'm always wet. I smell fishy. It's a thrill to plunge into me. I see the proper answer coming up.
I almost used Bill Gibson.
I like Jerry's answer. I hope that's not a 10-gallon aquarium that you're jumping into. Well, there are only a few correct answers.
SeaWorld.
It's ocean. And I'm not going to accept lake because lakes generally don't smell fishy, but the ocean does. But let's go, and we're going to need to drop this number, aren't we?
I think we have 4. Yeah,
Number
we have
3.
Wendy. 1. Or no, not Wendy. Papa.
Papa.
Papa
Okay.
York.
Well, so much for that one. Really? My lake doesn't smell fishy at all, but then it is a beautiful lake, as you've seen if you watch my videos.
Fishy, fishy. Yeah, they might smell fishy because people gutted the fish right there on the seashore, man, or the lake shore.
Well, the sea does because of the salt. But next question. I am a protrusion that comes in many sizes. When I'm not well, I drip. When you blow me, I feel better. This one is bad. Brown sugar, good morning. Well, at least you all are intelligent.
You could also write, pick me, I'm fun.
Okay, the stop is in. Yeah, you could say that, I guess. But nose is the answer. And number 10.
Charles?
Charles?
Yep, I see Charles.
All righty.
And JT agrees. And Victoria agrees.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. 4 questions in, and it's a 4-way tie.
Woo woo! Morning, David Kinnemine.
Over 1,000 people went down on me. I wasn't maiden for long. A big, hard thing ripped me open. This is sad. This is the second deck of cards in the game. And it's definitely on a downward swing from the first pack that came out of the
Yeah,
pack.
this one's a more pervy edition.
Well, at least y'all didn't say Madonna.
Like a virgin.
Oh, we got 28 people watching.
Whoop whoop. Hit that thumb, man.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you. And the stop is in. The answer is Titanic. And I'm going to increase our number on this die here. We'll go all the way up to 20. But it's number 12 is the big winner.
2, 3, 12. Ray. ATS. Bad Ray. Bad Ray.
ATS?
Yep, ATS.
All righty. Good morning, Ray. Glad to see you're bringing some fun, buddy.
he's watching Debbie doing Dallas right now.
Yeah, that's kind of like the Titanic, isn't it? I remember when those movies came out. I was in high school.
Yeah, that was like the most popular one.
It's a premature evacuation. It's an alarming discharge. Everyone comes together. These are definitely a step down. But there is a very clean answer. I like that, Frosty. Wow, 29 people.
Woo woo.
Wow. I feel very honored.
I run the other way when people are vomiting, man.
Particularly if it's projectile vomiting.
Yeah. Because if you vomit near me and I smell it, I'm vomiting
But,
on you.
all right, the stop is in. The answer is fire or drill. And
Are we taking fire alarm also?
yeah. But it is the second correct answer.
Charles.
Charles?
It's rigged, man. It's Charles.
Well, we have a leader that has identified himself on the leaderboard.
Morning scatology with Jez and Joby.
All day long, it's in and out. I discharge loads from my shaft. Both men and women go down on me. Seven Stacks, good morning. Becky Joe, have a blessed day.
Going down.
I like Tom's answer. Water slides.
Woo!
Today would be a good day to be playing on some water slides.
Definitely.
You should be going to Michigan Adventure. That's where you should have taken your grandson yesterday. They've got a nice water park over there.
I miss when we had Pleasure Island. Pleasure Island. It was nothing but a water park.
Well, the answer is elevator.
Love an elevator.
And our number is 14. Do we have 14?
I see Bill.
Bill Gibson?
Yeah. Because Victoria wrote escalator, and I don't even know what Charles wrote. Electator. Electator. What's a electator? Morning, Silver Spurs. Oh, 20. He's going down.
I got it, Frosty. Thank you.
I hit the C. It's 7 if you count Charles, and it's Bill if you don't.
Well, I already wrote Bill down.
All right, Bill.
And I'm lazy.
Got it, Bill.
But 7, the next time it leans your way, it's going to you. I have a stiff shaft. My tip penetrates. I come with a quiver. Although I would argue one of those comments.
Alrighty then.
Keith, good morning.
Good morning, Sterling. How are you, my friend? Hey, you got a turd there, man.
I'm telling you what, I've got all kinds of stuff I brought home from you guys.
That's pretty cool.
That's what he got for knowing his crap.
Morning, everybody.
Also got that up on my screen too.
Nice.
The dollar for it.
Looks familiar.
But I want it in a 70.
Yeah, I hear you. You know there's no such thing as a Morgan $1.70 unless it's modern.
Okay.
It's because they all.
I've got to go back over to the other so that I can show people these cards.
They all got shot out into bags.
Well, I think that's the problem with her is she's got a ding through her eye. It's definitely a bag mark.
Yep, she got a black eye, man.
Oh, wrong one. Sorry about that. But the answer is arrow, and arrows do not have stiff shafts. They have very flexible shafts, so they would not fly properly.
What if it was?
Well, I have a problem with that one comment on there, but
metal arrows are usually hollow,
and they're very flexible.
Not if you make it solid and shoot it out of one of those arrow gun thingies. What do they
That,
call it?
that's a bolt, and you do that with crossbows.
Crossbow.
But they're not even called arrows; they're called bolts. But it's the 12th arrow.
Yep.
Silver Spurs 420.
That's because Ringmaster had to write the bow in there and he was slow. Otherwise, it would have been him. See, bows slow you down. That's Ringmaster. All right. Have a good morning, everybody. You got to go.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You eating home?
Sure.
Home, right?
Sure. Excuse me.
I can't help but tickle. I sit on a man's face. I can be thick and bushy, thin and curly, or even shaved. Yes, and we will accept all spellings.
I must ask you a question.
Is that a moustache? And the stop is in. And the answer is mustache.
Mustache.
And our number is 17. And I think we might have 17.
A nut stash. I like that one. Are we counting nut stash or nut stash?
We can.
Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
David?
16, 17. Yeah, David.
Can't stash my nuts.
Well, the cold weather can help you a little bit with that.
It can. Cold Lake does too.
There.
I get stuck with a piece of meat between the buns. When I get old, I get limp. You're never satisfied with a little head.
I have no clue. Moose knuckles versus camel toe.
So a hot dog is stuck between the buns with a piece of meat.
Oh, the hot dog is the meat.
But the first statement was I get stuck between a piece of meat or I get stuck with a piece of meat between the buns.
Oh, okay. Ray's got a good question there.
Yep. I'll accept that just because it's a funny way of rating the right answer. And the stop is in.
Let us.
And
It sounds the same when you say it.
yes, it does. Number 19.
Kinemine? Morning, HVAC. I think it's Kinemine.
Can we get some confirmation?
Let us be friends. Tizzo says Kinemine.
All righty. I offer protection. It's best when I'm tight a tight fit. You use your fingers to get me off.
Oops.
Now, Frosty, that's and Victoria. You two are getting the Lifebuoy treatment after this show is over.
They went there, man. They went there. Yeah, no love or no glove, no love, man. Morning, Eric.
All right, the stop is in. The answer is gloves. $17. Boy, it's rolling some big numbers. But look at all these people in here. Oh my. I'm overwhelmed. Thank you, everybody, for showing up.
I think we, oh no, yeah, 16. Okay, it's Bill.
Bill?
All the laughing. I thought we only had 16. All the laughy faces.
Well, we've got two people battling it out, Charles and Bill Gibson.
Whoop, whoop. Well, as long as it has the word glove in it, it doesn't matter. Glove, glove.
Yeah, I think glove would work. Could you imagine, though, using it 5 times? Ew.
They're asking if that was 3 for Bill.
No, it's only 2. Charles and Bill have both got 2. I go in hard. I come out soft. You blow my wad. Is that the lap dance special there, Angel?
Yeah. It's the reverse, whatever.
Now the stop is in. The absolute correct answer is bubble gum, but we will accept gum.
Bubblegum.
15.
Dave's not here.
Well, that gives David Carlisle 2.
Gum for the dum dum.
So we got a 3-way tie for first place. It's a battle royale. I'm a handy form of protection. I'm moist after you're done with me. If you hold me erect, I won't drip on you.
Me too, Wendy. Ray's hose.
Put some lotion on it.
It rubs the lotion on the skin. Or it gets the hose again.
And the stop is in. The correct answer is umbrella. And our number is 13. Oh, I did notice. You know what?
What?
Bill Gibson did get 3.
Oh.
I've got his name written down here twice. I put names down and then I put checks after them. Well, I put his name down twice and then I put a check on his second one.
So Bill is the wiener.
And who got it that time?
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar. Okay. Well, Bill's the winner. We got a couple extra questions out of it, anyways. Okay. Congratulations, Bill.
Yeah, I've done that before. End up writing somebody's name down twice, and you're like, oh crap.
But at any rate, that was fun, if not a little disturbing.
Yeah, it was hard to think of the real answer.
Sometimes it is. It's like, yeah, Bill, Charles put my email in there, and I believe it's also in the description. But contact me. I think I might have your address, but make sure that I do.
Yeah, it's in the description.
True that, Wendy. I have fun even just reading the cards and seeing y'all's answers.
Yes, that is a silver turd.
That is a silver turd that I got from Angel when I went to visit her last Friday. Because in playing her game a couple weeks ago, I actually knew my shit.
The umbrella one got Charles, man. His brain went off course.
Papa, you have a blessed day, my friend. Jobby.
He doesn't want to get the hose.
Good day, buddy. How are you?
Yeah,
I
adulting.
don't play music on this channel. We talk about coins and different stuff and
Wherever our brain may go.
yeah.
What are you doing, baby?
You know, it sucks getting old, but it's a whole lot better than the alternative.
Yeah.
Angel, did you see the? I'm gonna get this out again. I think this is kind of cool. And I'll switch. We can get rid of this guy for one thing, and then I can go over here and change cameras.
Yeah.
But this is the coin that we replaced or upgraded from, because
Right.
it's not going anywhere.
Yeah. But that's not a bad one.
It's not. I paid $12 for that out of a coal bin,
Oh, well, you can't beat that.
but it was 5 years ago when silver was $12 an ounce.
So, like, during COVID?
A couple years before COVID.
Oh.
When I first started stacking.
Yeah, when I first got into it, they were like $8.
But there's a guy over in Lansing. I've asked you before if you knew who he was, and you didn't respond as though you had any idea. But
Who is it?
Dr. Stamps and Coins.
Dr. Stamps and Coins? No.
His shop is probably half the size of yours, maybe 2/3 the size of yours, and he's actually got more collectible stuff, like World War II stuff, and he's got a whole thing that's full of different collectible pocket knives, things like that. But he always had a big bowl full of silver dollars, and I would go in there and I would buy a dozen or 20 of them from him, depending on how much money I had. That's where most of my silver dollars came from.
So he is more of like a seller of antiquities.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, in his store, it's still called Stamps and Coins. I mean, who's collected stamps in the last 50 years?
Yeah, I don't know.
Very, very few people.
I think people still like sell stamps and stuff on eBay.
I'm sure they do. And the people that are really into it are probably just as much into all the varieties and errors and stuff like that people in the coin community can be.
Yeah. That's one good thing. I'm glad you don't have to lick stamps anymore.
There you go, Jerry. That's not a bad idea. I've got a neighbor that has a bunch of yard chickens. I don't know what you call that, but when they actually run around and eat bugs and go through his garden and eat stuff, all kinds of natural foods. But I get eggs from him, but I don't ever really pay him. I'll go over and smoke a joint with him. He'll give me a dozen eggs.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I can get a gallon of milk cheaper than I can get a dozen eggs. Yeah, Venture has free range chickens. He brought us like 3 dozen eggs.
And when I have eggs, I go through them. I'll go through a dozen in 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, we eat a lot of eggs ourselves. When you don't know what to make, you make breakfast food.
Absolutely.
I'm thinking about making a quiche this week.
I always really liked those things, but I can't eat the crust anymore, and I can't eat the cheese. So it's kind of kind of out of the.
Yeah,
Oh,
I a lot of times I do the crustless quiche.
we got company. Jobby, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I got triggered. I had to jump
Uh-oh.
in.
Well, you come up.
Um,
You're welcome.
Mrs. You got me thinking about making eggnog.
There
Eggnog's
you go.
yummy. That's yummy.
Yeah.
Put a little Kentucky bourbon in your eggnog, and then you've got something really going.
Oh, I've only got beer. But good idea. I like your thinking. Anyway, hello. I know a lot of you guys are of course, Sterling Cannabis. Well, I don't. I'm getting to know you, Sterling. Mrs. Kane Crew. Nice to meet you.
You're pointing at me, man.
Oh, sorry. Some people see that. Some people see that as rude. I don't mean to be rude,
Jobby.
I'm just messing with
but
you.
very nice to meet you.
Well, as you can tell from the accent, Jobby is one of our Australian brothers, and I've gotten to know him through Spud Lee and watching his channel.
He's came up on my channel before. He probably just
Jobby
don't
has?
remember. Or he's been up on Ida's before too.
Yes, he has.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yep, Miss Ida's.
Yeah. I know a whole bunch of you Yanks. Yes.
Anna, good morning.
I'm gonna have to grab a beer. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh, it's beer
Yes,
30. Don't worry about it.
it's evening time there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. 11 p.m.
Morning, Anna. Yeah, we're all just waking up and it's bedtime there.
I've done my wake and bake and continue to work on it.
Cute this morning.
But I mean, I guess probably the biggest difference though between these $2 is, I mean, the one that I got from you, you can count every single breast feather on it. I love that. Oh, there,
So I'm looking at a Morgan dollar, I believe. What is the year?
18.99. That's an one that I just recently upgraded from. I'll show you what I upgraded to. But
They
that
were
will
they were 80%, were they, or were they higher than 80%? I can't
90,
remember.
90%.
90%. Very
Yeah.
nice.
But this one here is an MS63. Same year, same mint, both New Orleans mints. But the only thing that I have that I call a collection are the coins that I have to represent my family. And 1899 is my mother's dad's birth year. So that's Papa's coin.
Yeah, I do not have anything that old, but my dad does. He's got some Morgan dollars, but I don't know much about American coins, but I know the high content silver is obviously great for bullion and collectors, but there are some key dates. I can't remember them off the top of my head. I don't collect really American coins.
Oh, I understand. I'm not a coin collector myself, except for like that one there, 1888, and she's really in nice shape. But I would probably get one, and I would probably get one that is certified if I could find one nicer than that for not too much money, just to have some. But that's for my dad's mom, 1888, and then this is the current one I've got for my dad's dad, 1889. My grandma robbed the cradle. Her husband was a year younger than her. Exactly, Jerry. 0.77344 of a troy ounce. Oh, there's my son right there. And that coin that I'm showing is one that he actually put into the family collection.
Awesome.
And he's actually named after the man that this coin represents.
Cat's being too lovable this morning.
Does anybody recognize this one? I'll try to get you a really good image. Hold on.
It kind of looks like those Egyptian coins.
Is it like
No,
They're bullion, but it's got
strange.
Egyptian
a
image.
roo
This
and
is
an
a,
emu? Is it got a kangaroo and
Okay.
this is
Oh yeah. I
Australian.
see the shield. I see the shield now. I see the shield and the emu now.
It is 80%. 80% silver. I got this at bullion price just a couple of days ago. $18. $18. But you've got collector value on top of that. I could sell this for 60 easily. Shiny, a shiny 1966, 80% silver, 50-cent piece from Australia. And it's known as the round 50-cent piece.
Those are about a quarter of an ounce of silver.
Yeah, thereabouts, yeah. Yep.
I've got one or two, I believe. I know I've got some Australian coins, but I think I've got one that looks just like that one.
Yeah, that's one of our silver coins. Well, in the decimal era. We had heaps pre-decimal, but we've got none now. No silver, unless you get
The special releases,
like bullion. Yeah, bullion coins. Yeah.
Same here. And then the stuff that the mint puts out that's got silver in it now, the prices are outrageous. Just absolutely outrageous. What do they get for those dollars that they make now, Angel? They're over $100. Like the peace dollars and the Morgan dollars that they're putting out now. Those are over $100 a piece, aren't they?
I think so.
Are you talking about Australia?
No, from the U.S. Mint. They
Maybe
put out
modern ones.
for the last few years. They've been putting out commemoratives for the peace dollars and Morgan dollars, but
Okay.
they're like silver bits. They're like $100 a piece.
Okay. What's the bullion value? That's what I would wonder.
They're a little over 3/4 of an ounce of silver, so it's got about $25 worth of silver in it.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're charging 100.
Yeah.
And the mintage is probably through the roof as well.
The mintages is very limited, actually. I couldn't.
Oh, limited. Well, that changes things a little bit. If they're limited mintage, that's what collectors love as well.
They're
I'm one of them.
They're 3/9 fine. They're not made out of coin silver anymore. Coin silver will hold up better for longer.
I'll show you.
I liked it better if they were 90% than just being like a.
I'll show you our.
The original.
I'll show you our 3/9 spine. Just give me a tick. In terms of silver, right. So just a tube, 25, 1 ounce, 99.9% recurring silver. Kangaroo.
Kangaroos are definitely your most popular bullion.
Yep, well, there's one there.
Perth Mint puts out a lot of pretty stuff, though.
Oh yeah, Perth Mint. Yeah, they do all our proof coins and bullion. Yes, that's Perth Mint. Yep. All the other mints do copper nickel, pretty much copper nickel, and a bit of bronze, and a little bit of aluminium sometimes. All the cheap ones, well, the so-called cheap ones. Copper's getting expensive these days.
Yeah, I collect copper by keeping pennies that are pre-72.
But yeah, that's if you check out my channel, that's kind of how I roll. You know, I'll do. Actually, I've got a bullion. The coin I showed you prior to that one is going to feature in a bullion video. But I've still got some noodling to do of the copper nickel and the bronze stuff. Looking for low mintage, that kind of stuff, the classic noodling. Yeah, it's good fun. I'm a geek, I'm a nerd, I enjoy it. and it's nice to meet the people who do enjoy it. It's really great. I love it.
Well, to me, it's a good way to turn fake money into something that will always be real money.
The bullion, yeah, absolutely. You can't trust. You can't. It's funny you say that. I'll show you it actually. Hold on, give me a second. I've got a $10 trillion banknote. Guess the country.
Zimbabwe or something.
Zimbabwe.
Correct answer, Zimbabwe. $10 trillion.
And you can't buy a Happy Meal with it.
Yeah, probably not.
Welcome back, David.
Yeah, sometimes foreign currency can be a little bit of fun when it's embarrassing for the country. Oh my goodness.
Well, Miss Coin Crew and her husband own a coin store. I was over there last week, and Keith he's telling me, he goes, yeah, I'm not a currency collector. He pulled out 3 shoeboxes full of currency. And oh man, it was fun, him showing me the weird stuff he had. I mean, coin bills that were only printed on one side, or might have 2 different pictures on.
So error notes, yeah, fair enough.
Error notes. You couldn't take them anywhere and buy anything with them. Nobody would ever take them in exchange, but people will pay for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a collector for everything. Everything under the sun, there's a collector out there. I know people who collect bottles. I know people who collect. Oh, my brother, he collects bones. He's a bone collector.
Well, there's what I
collect. He doesn't mind picking up a kangaroo skull from the side of the road and taking it home. Yeah, people collect all sorts of things.
Yeah, Rocky likes to collect dongs and then send them to people.
And then send them to people. Yeah, I've got like 1,500 dong from Rocky. And I think
Yeah.
even when the stuff was hypothecated, it was only worth about $1. But that's what I collect right there. I collect silver poop.
Silver shit.
Nothing wrong with that. It's never gone down unless you're a day trader. Yeah, no. Bullion. If you're a day trader, it goes up and down radically. But if you're a long term, it's always up. You can't lose. Honest to God, you can't lose with bullion.
No, you can't. But I do believe that Rocky tries to give his dong to everybody.
There's a couple people in chat that admits to getting a dong from Rocky.
And a
Yeah,
couple people up on panel.
he's sent me 2 dongs also.
He sent me 1,000 dong and 1,500 dong. So I've got
All right.
1,500
dong. In Australia, dong means a penis. What do
In
you
the
mean
United
by
States,
dong?
it's a penis
It's a
too.
currency.
From Vietnam.
Vietnam. Okay. All right.
That's
Thank
what
you.
they call their currency in Vietnam. It's a
I thought
dong.
you were talking about penises. That's what
Well,
dongs is.
that's what makes it funny.
Yeah, he didn't send me no penis pics, thank goodness.
I'm glad we cleared that up. All right. Rock and roll. So back to the dong. Where was that going?
Oh,
This guy collects.
he lives up in Oregon. He's got a fun little channel. He does a live stream every Sunday night, and
Rocky
he
Superstar.
he gives away dong on his channel. Actually, you win something else from him, and you get dong with your prize.
Okay.
He likes
That's
to send
cool.
everybody dong notes.
They're probably like Zimbabwe notes, I'm guessing. A
He
dime a
has
dong.
a case full of them, and I don't think he paid $20 for the whole briefcase full of them.
Yeah, that's the way to go, really. He's an entrepreneur. That's not bad.
No, he's just a jokester.
Yeah, that's not a bad little enterprise.
I mean, it was actually money at some point in time. It wouldn't have bought you much, but it was money. Just like that Zimbabwe note that you have, it was money.
Mm. Yeah, that's the other thing. Countries like that have a habit of demonetizing. So I'm pretty sure
I think that
that's just a piece of paper, that $10 trillion.
Demonetization is the future of the Federal Reserve note, I believe. And I think it might happen sooner than people want to consider. So if you're holding dollars, or at least Federal Reserve notes, I would get rid of them.
Yes. Yeah.
And when they do demonetize the USD, it will be overnight.
Yeah, thankfully we've never had demonetization. You can take any pre-decimal and post-decimal coin to a bank and get their equivalent face value. But like in countries that have demonetization, you literally have nothing. Once it's demonetized, you've only got collector value and base metal, and you want to hope and pray there's some silver and gold in it.
But like when you get your paycheck now, it's all electronic, isn't it? They put money,
Yeah,
they put money into your account and you use your cards to access it.
yes, yeah. I'm not out in the bush with no internet.
Well, obviously here. But
yeah, we've got all the mod cons.
that will come to the U.S. sooner than later, depending on political influences and who has power. But they definitely want that here.
They want what? Who is they, and what do they want, please?
They would be the people that run our financial systems, the Federal Reserve, the Federal Reserve Bank.
Yep. And what do they want?
They want something similar to what you guys have, where they're not making bills or coins anymore, and it's all electronic.
Oh, that's not going to happen. Look, I know a lot of people say that, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to.
The Democrats would have to be in charge for it to happen, and on a very personal level, I don't believe the Democrats will be in charge after this fall when our elections come up, if we have elections. But that's another story altogether.
Oh, mate, I've been watching because it's on our bloody TV every bloody day. I've been watching. You know, you had the Trump assassination attempt, Biden being a vegetable, and resigning, or no, not resigning, just not
Pulling out of the election,
not going for the next one. Yeah, and then all the Kamala stuff. Yeah, we see all that stuff. We do.
I'm sure you do. I have no idea.
What do I think about it? I think Americans are really, really good at entertaining. Even our politics is boring, mate. Nobody watches Australian politics, but your politics, oh my goodness, it's an explosion in itself.
It's a shit show.
Well,
oh yeah, it's entertaining. To me, it's entertaining. Shoot me, but that's my opinion. I watch it and I just think, oh wow.
But
this
I
is
also
a TV show.
that entertainment comes at a great cost to many, many people.
Pretty soon we'll be flooding your borders.
Oh, I'm thinking the opposite, actually. I'd love to see if I can get a visa to go to America. I love your country. Have no doubt. Staxy already knows that. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
I think everybody should vote. But yes, definitely vote your conscience. And if your conscience tells you to vote for a third party, do it. I've done that twice in my life. I voted for Ross Perot twice when I knew for a fact he didn't have a chance in hell of winning. But I put my vote to the person that I believe was best.
Yeah. Your democracy works very different to ours. You don't actually vote for the prime minister. You vote for the party that you like,
and the party
policies, etc., etc. You vote for the party you like, and when the majority party wins, they then internally, well, they usually have already done this before the election, internally elected who they want to run as the prime ministerial candidate, but you're still voting for the party, and there's lots of parties. You guys, most people think you've got two parties, but I understand you also have a minority of independents.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Like,
we have one party with two different names, and those two different names are Democrat and Republican. But the people that are politicians in Washington, D.C., don't give a damn about the people. They just care about being there and having power.
Well, they'll never let an independent party win
of course, that's their job
because
to
they,
try to
they
maintain power. That's the same here. That's
yeah,
their number one job: maintain power.
Exactly.
Otherwise,
they don't
you're
they
out.
don't they don't give us very good choices or options.
Well,
You know,
that's why it's good to.
I guarantee you there are people in this country that would prefer Robert Kennedy to be president over Donald Trump or Camilla.
I was going
But,
to mention his name. He's
but
the
he will
prominent
not,
independent. Yeah,
and he'll run and he'll spend lots of money and he'll get some notoriety like Ross Perot did. But he
do
will
you know
never
what his problem is, though? To be honest with you, do you know what his problem is? He sounds like he's been smoking for 120 years.
Yeah, yeah. His speech
and he had a
is
brain
very
worm.
when he's talking. Sometimes it's
It's
like me
it's hard to
talking.
listen to him. It is.
He's yeah.
So it's not really a good look, but good luck to him. But
Yeah.
yeah,
The,
it's
the
a two-horse race. Everybody knows it's a
I mean,
two-horse race.
The Communist Party always has a candidate. The Green Party always has a candidate. But
I'm
those
waiting.
people, they don't have a chance.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
waiting
an
for
Australian. Well, I know it's a two-horse race. That's what it is. Two horses. Number three, no chance.
And those two parties basically normally. I mean, Trump is an anomaly.
morning,
But if you
kiddo.
go for 50 years before Trump, the Democrats and the Republicans basically had the same agenda. They really did.
Do you know why I think Trump is so popular? And like I said, I've been watching because we see a lot of your stuff.
He
I
has no
think he's
filter.
so popular because he's not a politician, in the traditional sense, like Biden, and that's very appealing to a lot of
To
people.
us huge, massive people.
Yeah, a lot of people. That's very, very appealing. He is not technically a born politician like most of them are. So I think that's Trump's ace card. Hopefully they focus on that, I would think, but I'm not a
I think
campaign
that's probably
manager
what
by
the
no
deal was.
means.
Ross Perot, 30 years ago, came in with just as good a business background as Trump did. But Trump was already a celebrity, like you were saying.
Mm.
Our
Yes, you're fired. Yeah, what was that, the boss or something?
our politics comes out of Hollywood.
Well, yeah, you're natural entertainers. Psychologists have thought about this question a lot and have come to the conclusion that you guys have a lot of extroverts, a lot of entertainers.
David Carlisle made a really
Everybody's entertaining, showing off,
Jesse the
not
Body
not
Ventura,
hiding in the corner.
a professional wrestler, became governor of the state of Minnesota.
Oh yeah,
You know,
Schwarzenegger. Yeah.
why did he become governor? Not because of his policies, but
No,
because people knew
because
his name because he was a professional wrestler.
he said, I'll be back. And he was back. But that's California for you. They love Hollywood.
They do. They do. I mean, who?
Yeah, I see it.
Who,
I see it.
who
I
in your
see it
right
with
mind
my
would
own
actually,
2 eyes. I
who in
see
your right
you
mind would
guys.
actually vote for Arnold? But he was governor.
I see a lot of what's going on in America. Why? Because, like I said, as an
I bet
Australian,
Dennis Rodman
um,
could run for governor
as,
of
as
Michigan.
an as an Australian, you guys are 100% our equally first, most precious ally. Of course, you've got the United Kingdom, but they're equal. UK, USA, all the way. And I think you'd have a hard time finding an Australian that would say anything much different, really. Sure, you get the 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 extremists who go anti-Trump, free Palestine, all that stuff. That's more down south in Victoria. But yeah, that happens in Australia too. We've got our California. It's called Victoria.
We've got our Victoria here. She plays our games.
Hello, Victoria.
Victoria in chat
Our Victoria is
is a sweet lady.
Yeah, I was talking about the state. Yeah, Victoria. Check it out. They're pretty much LGBTIQ, LMNOP.
The alphabet community, the victim
Yeah,
community.
yeah, that's yeah, yeah, that's Victoria. Alphabet community. Yep. So we've got them too, believe it or not. We're not all conservatives.
Oh, we're not even all conservatives in this chat.
I don't even know what I am. I'm a mixture of everything. I don't fall into a category.
Oh, yeah, well, that's a good point, actually. That's a really good point. I consider myself centrist. I don't see myself as right or left necessarily. It all depends on whatever the
it depends on the category.
suggested legislation is. That's what
Politically,
I'm
financially,
concerned
and
about, the
religiously,
law.
I'm extremely conservative. But when it comes to social application, I'm very libertarian.
Mm.
Good morning, AZ. You can and what I mean is you can live whatever life you want to live as long as you're not doing me harm, and I'm not going to care.
One of the
Yes.
main things on politics that gets me going is I don't think like abortion should be a main topic of a political race.
No, it's a religious question.
Yeah, so like when they ask you, oh, like about like the abortion stuff, I'm like, what relevance does it have on running our country?
I'm a Catholic, so that's a tricky topic for me. Because I would be anti-abortion myself. Well, I actually am. Why am
Well,
I
yeah, but what
making my
political
words
standing
a
does
bit
it have?
fuzzy?
What political standing does it have?
It's not a political thing.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
against
to me, it's a religious thing.
Yeah. I
it.
just
You
don't
know, thou
appreciate.
shalt not commit murder.
Yeah, I just don't
Yeah.
appreciate like people deciding what's good for a woman because it's like a one-sided thing. Like it's the woman that has to deal with it. So I feel like maybe only women should vote on the issue.
Well, it is a woman's issue for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have
But it's an
any other.
individual person's issue also. It's
Yeah,
not a
but
community issue.
yeah,
But
they don't have any other type laws they're trying to pass that only is
but
like
it's also
only gonna affect men.
well, it is also a man's issue. Like if I conceived a baby, um, I would not want it killed.
Yeah.
That's against my religion.
And
Whether or not,
why don't fathers have a right to say, I want my child to be born?
yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. It doesn't make it's not on my wheelhouse, not at all.
I It's
I mean,
not
it's
the
all a
father's body. It's not the
circumstantial type
mother's
thing.
body.
Yeah.
That baby is a whole nother person.
Hmm?
Yeah. I feel like
Yep.
it's a
And from the moment of conception,
circumstantial
that baby is a whole nother person.
circumstantial issue. Like under some
But
circumstances, it's understandable.
don't get me wrong. I know it's a constant debate, but that's just where I stand on that particular topic.
Yeah.
And I think it's quite sad, actually. You know, who's happy about an abortion? Name me a person. It's a disaster
Yeah. But there's
unless you've
circumstances,
got no
you know.
heart. What's going on? I don't understand.
I don't feel like people should just be able to just use it because they don't want to like take proper precautions for protection and stuff. I don't think it should be used that way, but there's circumstances where
Yes, I've
people
heard
should be
about the
able.
circumstances. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not going to judge what you consider to be affecting your life.
Yeah.
You know, I can't
Yeah,
judge you that way. I certainly I have an opinion, but I can't judge you that way. I can judge myself
yeah,
that way.
yeah. It's a hard, yeah, it's a hard question. Hard. No matter which way you look at it, it's hard. Um, if it was easy, then the person
Yeah.
is
The
clearly evil.
gray line, circumstantial.
Um, but yeah, it's hard. I don't have the answers, but yeah, I'm not a
Yeah.
fan. No. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that's insane. What Tom said. People trying to get sperm donors to pay child support.
Really?
But then,
Is that a
you
thing?
know, if we were maybe a little bit more prudish and didn't have sex with somebody that we weren't in love with, it wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like Kindermine says, though, there's like medical issues where, some people
Absolutely. Where
lose themselves
the,
over.
the pregnancy may kill the mother, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. You know, and rape is a hard one for me.
Yeah.
Not to say that the woman should have to deal with having a child that reminds her of being raped, whatever. Children can be adopted out,
Yeah.
but
But the whole process,
but if God saw that, you know, this child should be conceived, shouldn't that child have the opportunity to live?
I think it's
It,
based on
it
a mental
it
thing,
never
though.
stops becoming a moral dilemma.
Yeah. I mean, it's all a moral dilemma, but Like,
But
some people could probably handle it, and some people probably couldn't, and it might end up being a loss of both parties.
Exactly. It's not mine to judge, but I can say that I'm not pro-abortion because there's lots of abuses out there.
Yeah.
can I add something here? I'm
Absolutely.
gonna get a little bit religious. What was the wisdom of Solomon? Well, a key incident that
Cut
occurred
the baby in half.
regarding babies.
Cut the baby in half and let both mothers have half of the dead baby.
Yeah, that's insane too. Morning, Mama T.
Well, it let the mother that actually loved the baby say no.
Give her the baby.
Yeah.
Give her the baby. Don't kill the baby. So that's what I think of when we talk about this topic. That's the first thing that comes to my brain.
Mama T, good morning. J Dog, good morning.
Anyway,
Sorry for making everybody go so deep.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, we lost a few people, but that's all right. Because as we know, most people are here for the
oh,
game.
sorry about that.
No,
Went
it's,
off the deep end. Now it just irritates me because I have a lot of like political people call, and if I'm bored and have time, I'll like take their surveys. But whenever they get to that subject, it just pisses me off.
Oh yeah, it's not an easy subject by no means.
Good one,
Licks,
Liz.
have a blessed day.
Yes, by no means is that easy. Like you mentioned, a lot of variables, incest, the life of the mother.
Every person in and of themselves is a variable.
Yeah.
Financial as well. People think about it financially. Yeah, there's lots of things that people have to think about. But you know, do you love your baby? Yes or no? I don't know.
True that,
I do.
Wendy.
I love my baby.
I have known many women in my life that were not able to have babies. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think the worst reason for having an abortion is somebody saying, I can't afford it.
Yeah, there's a lot of help out there.
That's probably the most common reason, I would think.
It might be the most common reason, but I think it's the worst reason.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what the scale of reasons are.
Yeah,
I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotcha. I
I don't believe in using it as a form of birth control, by any means, but there is circumstances, and I don't think people should be able to.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't mean I can tell people what to do. That's some really hard shit. But me personally, I'm not comfortable. That's all I can say.
There you go, J Dog.
Anyway, I'll shut up. Have you got more silver there?
All right, let's go to something happy. Happy, happy, joy, joy.
That's something happy.
Come on, get happy.
Okay, we can talk about sports all over my TV at the moment. Shooting.
I'll show you something really cool, Jobby. You want to see my channel round?
Yeah.
Oh, got to change cameras.
All right, I gotta get ready for work. Sorry for stirring the pot. I love you all. Sorry for stirring the pot.
No, not at all. Love, and thank you for at least listening to me. I don't know. I don't know if we're exactly on the same page, but that doesn't matter.
Hey, as long as we can respect each other, that's all I care about.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the main
Uh,
thing. Yeah,
yep. Love
live
y'all.
and live and
And
love.
Job,
See you tomorrow.
have you, Angel, at your channel tomorrow? I think so.
Hey,
I think that she's doing the morning show tomorrow. I'm not positive. It's either her or Frosty. I don't know. But see what I've got up there? That's my channel, my gold channel round that I poured myself. 33
okay.
grams.
So,
That's 33 grams of pure gold.
what's the stamp there, mate? What's that?
It's my Sterling Cannabis stamp. It's the cannabis leaf and an
Oh, of
SC.
course. Oh no, it's not a maple leaf. Yeah, it is cannabis. Nice. Yeah, very nice. How many ounces?
33 grams. So it's just over an ounce.
Wow. Wow, that's $4,000 Australian. Nice work. Very nice.
But I had a whole bunch of 10th ounces that had the emperor on the backside of them, and I don't like having the emperor on my coin, so I melted them and made a channel round out of it.
You could have an entire holiday in Australia with just that.
I could have an entire holiday in the States with just that. But guess what? I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, that's right. It's your artwork. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, very nice, man. Very nice. Beautiful.
Oh, Mama T, I've got several of them like that as well. Well, actually, the 3.9's fine. I've never tried melting any sterling because the furnaces that I've had have been cheap furnaces and they don't really get up hot enough to melt sterling. But yeah, I would like to do some sterling artwork. Oh, and Jobby's gone. But with that, it is 10 minutes to 10. I don't really have a whole lot more to add. So, Jobby's coming back.
Yeah, sorry, man. I dropped out. But yeah,
That's okay. But
now that you're
I am getting ready to shut this down though. Here in just a
yeah,
couple.
that's all right. But seeing as you've showed some gold,
What you got there, brother?
you showed me yours. I'll show you mine.
Oh, nice gold kangaroo. Sweet. What year is that?
I'll double check that, but I'll give you a good look first. So yeah, 999.
That's
Yeah.
really cool the way they do the kangaroo, real proofy like that.
Yeah. 1 ounce. You can get a car with that, but cars are shit. I'd much prefer this to a car. Cars cost you money, bloody things. What year? Let me have a look. 2021.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
That's probably about the time I made my channel round.
yeah, the writing is very small. It's under the kangaroo there, but yeah, there you go. But I did not make this. That's what makes yours extra special. I really love that. Well done. That is great.
I don't I know lots of people that have channel rounds that they've made themselves. I don't think I know of anybody that has a gold channel round.
Mate, I'm telling you, I'm bloody impressed. That is fantastic. I can tell by looking at it. It's 999.
Some of the coins were 3 nines and some of them were 4 nines.
What's this one? It looks 999.
Well, that's what I made this from about 15 different coins. And some of them were 4 nines and some of them were 3 nines. So it's better than 3 nines. But it's not enough to call it 4 nines. Well, Mama T, you need to have a channel round. Talk to Charles and have him design one for you and have him send me the mold and I'll pour one for you.
Oh, really?
All you'll have to do is pay me for the silver and the shipping.
Really?
Send me the silver, even. But I'd gladly pour one for you if I had a mold.
You got me thinking. I'll have to think about that. What would I want on a coin if it's going to be custom made? I don't know. I'd have to think about that. But yeah, I'm open to the idea. Sounds cool to me. And yes, you've made a mighty fine coin there. Very nice.
J-Dog, you need to get on the ball, brother. But at any rate, Jobby, I'm going to shut this thing down for the morning because I think we've kind of gone through everything we can go through. And we've offended enough people, but that's okay. Because
yeah, sleep is good, and I'm feeling that. Good to see you, man, and thank you for the show and tell.
Miss Jobby for me.
I beg your pardon?
I said, say hello to Miss Jobby for me.
Oh yes, and of course.
I'm sure I'll see you in Spuds in the next few days.
Oh, if I'm allowed.
Well,
he doesn't like the fact I watch sports. Apparently,
I understand that, but I also understand that's your choice.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about the opening ceremony. To me, it was a bunch of faggots. But whatever. Apparently, I'm not allowed to watch it. Fuck you, Spud. Feel free to ban me. Anyway, I'll let you crash.
Yeah, you have a blessed evening, buddy, and I will talk with you soon.
Yeah.
Everybody have a blessed day.
Before you go, don't get me wrong. There's no animosity. I know he's just.
I understand.
I know he's just triggered, and that will wane.
Yeah, well, the Olympics will be over in a few days.
Yeah, that's right. It'll wane, and then it'll be back to normal. But yeah, he's triggered.
But yes, HVAC. I love the Wild Bull Bar, but that is a bar with 2 R's to get the right one.
Yes, yeah. That's right. Yeah, he's got a few names actually, but yeah, that's the main one, I think.
Yeah, the Wild Bull Bar but the bar has 2 R's.
Yeah, I think that's the main one. Yeah.
But it's a fun channel. He mostly plays music, mostly covers. He plays some obscene music, which I'm not real fond of, but that's okay. I'm not the DJ. But at any rate, guys, Have a blessed day, and I will talk with you all real soon.